Hey, Ardent workout for Monday, April 13th. We are doing some long intervals today, so you're going to be doing every 5 minutes for 40 minutes. So it's 8 intervals. So anytime we look at long intervals, typically kind of joke interval equals repeatable. So this should be something you're able to do and sustain the entire time. So we're not judging this by the first or maybe even second interval, but trying to hold and sustain. So if the first one or two is kind of easy or short, then that's okay, right? This should get more difficult as the reps increase. So first and foremost, when we talk intervals, make sure you're thinking through that. So this is more or less a barbell complex to begin this. You're going to be going with 10 deadlifts, 8 hang power cleans, 6 shoulder overhead. You'll sit your bar down, and then you'll work immediately into 15 burpee box step overs, and then 15 calories in the row, bike, or whatever calories you have, or if not, a 250-meter run to replace that as well. So that should be taking you half, maybe a little more than half, so 2.5 to 3.5 minutes or so is really what you're shooting for. And then you'll just repeat this again every 5 minutes for 40. So when we talk barbell complex, if we have a bar, we're going to work through bar. So Casey's going to demonstrate this. This would be basically 10 deadlifts. So in typical deadlift fashion, she's going to have high hips but below shoulders, and she's just going to go ahead and tap and go. Big thing, this should be is light today. 95-65 is going to be a lightweight. So something on the lighter end for you is what you're after. After her 10 deadlifts, she could then stand this up, immediately work through 8 hang power cleans. So this is from the hang position. So anywhere between the top of the knee and the high hang position of the hip. Once she finishes those 8 hang power cleans, she'll then do 6 shoulder overheads, probably some sort of a push jerk or push press motion, because this is a light barbell is what we're after here. And then she'll work through all 6 of these. All right. So once she finishes that up, she'll set her bar down. She'll work to her box or whatever object you have to jump onto, and work through those 15 burpee box step overs, right? So she'll do a burpee, and she's not jumping today. She's going to do a step over, but she could still do any sort of like spinning around or those types of things to be fast, not jumping, but stepping, right? So she kind of wants to step sideways over it. She could almost like step sideways over this thing and kind of be quick, right? 15 burpee box step overs, and then 15 calories or whatever. So 2 things, right? If we have a bar, that's where you're at. But if you don't have a bar, you're going to still want to use something kind of light-weighted, but I would like these to be both hands, right? So if we have 2 dumbbells, we can do the same exact thing with dumbbells. She could certainly work the exact same movement, right? This would be 10 deadlifts with the dumbbells, and then 8 hang power cleans, right? This exact same movement works for either way as far as dumbbells goes, and then her overheads, right? If not, if you have just one item, I prefer we have one heavier item or something maybe like a wall ball or something weighted like we've talked about, this backpack thing or whatever. I'd prefer this than like one kettlebell or one dumbbell, unless you're able to hold that. But that same thing could happen with the wall ball. So she does her deadlifts and her power cleans and whatnot for that as well. Bottom line is, if we think this is kind of more unbroken sets, the speed of this isn't, even if you're kind of light, isn't going to be affected, right? It's just going to go a little bit quicker, which is fine too, all right? If you are a champ and this is super lightweight and you're moving very quickly through your burpee box step overs, you do have an RX Plus option here. That is going 20 burpees and 20 calories in the row, and then kind of keep it that way, just a little more volume. But shoot for that 2.5 to 3.5, but stay within that time domain on today's workout. Other than that, guys, that will be your workout for Monday. Enjoy.